What is renewable energy?
Renewable energy is energy which comes from natural resources such as sunlight, wind, rain, tides, and geothermal heat, which are renewable or naturally replenished.
Wind, hydro, solar, biomass, and biofuel are just some of the mainstream forms of renewable energy.
Wind power is the conversion of wind energy into a useful form of energy, such as using wind turbines to make electricity, windmills for mechanical power, wind pumps for pumping water or drainage, or sails to propel ships.
Hydropower or water power is power that is derived from the force or energy of moving water, which may be harnessed for useful purposes.
Solar power is generation of electricity from sunlight. Solar energy, radiant light, and heat from the sun has been harnessed by humans since ancient times using a wide range of ever-evolving technologies.
Biomass is biological material derived from living or recently living organisms such as wood, waste, gas, and alcohol fuels. Biomass is commonly plant material grown to generate electricity or produce heat. And biofuels are a wide range of fuels which are in some way derived from biomass.
Still much to be learned about renewable energy. There are still things that must be discovered. There are still many problems that must be solved. And global warming is one of these problems. So, how can we save our Mother Earth from this problem?
But what is global warming anyway?
If the world warms by 6 degrees, from a distance the oceans may appear bright blue, but they are marine wastelands. Deserts march across continents like conquering armies. Natural disasters become common events. Some of the world's great cities are flooded and abandoned. This could be our world plus 6 degrees.
Warmings of 6 degrees over longer time periods have been associated with some of the most devastating mass extinctions which have ever taken place. So it's certainly fair to assume that if temperatures soar by 6 degrees within less than a century, that we're going to face nothing less than a global wipeout.
6 degrees of warming has been called the doomsday scenario. Our lives would never be the same again.
For 2.5 million years, the Earth's climate fluctuated, cycling from ice ages to warm periods.
But in the last century, the planet's temperature has risen unusually fast, about 1.2 to 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Scientists believe it's human activity that's driven the temperature up, a process known as global warming.
Ever since the Industrial Revolution began, factories, power plant, and eventually cars uses fossil fuels such as oil and coal, releasing huge amount of carbon dioxide and other gases to the atmosphere. These greenhouse gases trap heat near the Earth through a natural occurring process called the greenhouse effect.
The greenhouse effect begins with the sun and the energy that radiates in the Earth. The Earth and the atmosphere absorb some of this energy while the rest is radiated back into space. Natural occurring gases trap some of this energy and get it back warming the Earth. Scientists now believe that the greenhouse effect is now being intensified by extra greenhouse gases that humans have released.
Evidence for global warming includes a recent strain of very warm years. Scientists report that 1998 was the warmest year in measured history, with 2005 coming at second. Meanwhile, radiance taken from ice core shows that the greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, and methane have hit their highest levels in the past 420,000 years.
Arctic sea ice has also shrunk. According to NASA, Studies extent of Arctic sea ice has declined for about 10% in the last 30 years. As long as industrialized nations consume energy and developing countries increase their fossil fuel consumption, the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere will continue to rise.
Researchers predict the temperature will increase for about 2 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit for the
could can be more and species could not be able to adapt.
Although much to be learned about global warming, many organizations advocate cutting greenhouse gas emissions to reduce the impact of global warming. By saving energy around the house, switch to compact fluorescent light bulbs, and driving few miles in the car, which mean these simple changes may help keeping cooler the near future. And the another step was the discovered Kyoto Protocol.